$40,000. Guys, make sure you watch this video all the way through. We did some stuff on the TDI. Also, guys, I answered a lot of your questions. This was a Q&A type video along with working on the car, so I'm super excited on that. I give you information about the TT, future plans, so make sure you watch the video all the way through so you know some stuff about that. And also, guys, make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, hit that post notification bell and subscribe. Share this video to your friends and enjoy the video because we are going to be doing a 20K giveaway, and that's coming up real quick. We're going to be giving away a gift bag. I'm trying to work something out with a company right now, but once we figure everything out, guys, it's actually going to be a good one. So stay tuned, subscribe, and enjoy this video. All right, what's going on, guys? My name is Alex Wittick, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, today, I'm super stoked, guys. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed, hit your post notification bell, like the video if you like it, and share it to a friend if they might enjoy. But anyway, guys, I'm really excited today. It is like winter conditions outside. It's about 45 degrees, super windy. It's a real nasty day outside. My state is like super shut down. I really wanted to do a driving video today for this topic, but it's for non-essential like workers. You can't be on the road, and this thing is a cop magnet. I've never been pulled over in the Tilt the TDI. A lot of you guys know about this car. A lot of you guys may not because you came here for the TT, but I had this heavily cambered Volkswagen Jetta with a hood exit, absolutely huge injectors. We shut down roads whenever we drive this thing. We can drive moderately, but when there's nobody on the road, you just stick out like a sore thumb in your purple Jetta. So anyway, guys, today I want to go ahead and I actually want to address a few things. Earlier today, I made a post saying, if you have questions for a Q&A, definitely throw them down. I would love to answer some questions throughout this video today, and we're going to be doing that, so I'd like to address some stuff and just talk with you guys and maybe shed some light on some of your questions. I still got questions coming in, so as I'm talking, there might be questions coming in that I can still read, so I'm excited about that. We are not going to be touching the Audi TT today, although yesterday I actually took the day off. I just, you know, had to spend some time with myself, and a little bit harder to create content when you have parts coming in the mail and they aren't here yet. So today I wanted to make this video special for you guys. So it's a little bit harder to get content. I don't want to keep ranting on, but anyway, I was two-stepping the TT. She was running well, and I actually woke up a friend of mine who lives like literally half a mile away. So that's how we know that thing is loud. I'm going to address a few things about the TT today in this video, so make sure you watch the video all the way through so you don't miss out on any of this information, and let's get this video started. So since this is a Q&A and wrenching on the car style video, I'm gonna go ahead and answer the first question that pops up on my screen, and this one comes from Marshall.Canfield, and the question is, if you can have one car to build, what would that car be? And that answer is very simple for me. It might be weird for you guys, but that answer would be a Bugatti. Now, it may sound dumb, but a Bugatti is in the Audi Volkswagen family. That kind of relates to my channel, but at the same time, that is such a weird car to get for a channel like mine, and the car is so much, like just to get tires for a Bugatti, $40,000. I would love to do something to that car that nobody would think of because it costs so much money. If I was just handed a Bugatti, the first thing I would do is send those exhaust pipes out the back. I don't know about building the block or nothing like that. That motor already makes like, I believe it's like 1,500 horsepower, something like that. You guys can throw down in the comments if I am wrong. But I watch Daily Driven Exotics, and one of their friends actually has a Bugatti, and he rents the car out, and the car is just an absolute monster, and it's very expensive. So that's the downfall to it. But if I had gotten something like that, maybe I wouldn't camber it, but I would definitely stance it out, definitely bag it, or go static. I think I would just want to do ignorant stuff with it, like every day have a thumbnail where I'm standing on the car. I just love using cars that are potential and using them for an entertainment platform. So that's something that I really like to do. Bugatti for sure. Before we go ahead and answer the next question, we're gonna have to go ahead and we're gonna talk about what I wanna do to this TDI. Now guys, one of the biggest issues I have with this car, and it's not even my fault, and it's not the person who created these front control arms fault. I do put these arms to their max. I do know people who have the same issue as me, but we're all maxing the arms out and stuff like that, so I'm not gonna put this on the creator of these arms at all. Talking about arms, my arm is dead. I haven't held the vlog camera in like 2 days. So these front control arms, they cannot hold in alignment. They are a Heim joint style control arm. They extend, you can adjust caster, all that good stuff. Basically, to get the length on the arms that I needed, all I had to do was go ahead and max that arm out completely. I left 7 threads on each side, which is the max out for any manufacturer's description. Nuts that lock it in place, they always come loose, and I really want to show you guys. So let's go ahead, let's take this wheel off, and let's dig into this so I can show you guys what we're going to be fixing today to fix this alignment and make my car safer. The second question we're going to be addressing is from Mark4_337_kid. What's your plans for the TDI and the TT? As far as the TDI goes, I definitely want to do body work to it. I definitely want to wrap it, re-wrap it the same color or another color. I love this purple. Purple is my favorite color. I really want to get some kind of back seat setup going. The car is locked right now, so I probably should have planned that out a little bit, but I have no back seat. I got a Volkswagen CC seat out of a 2015 CC. I put the bottom down, but the backing just doesn't fit. I was gonna hack the seat up so it fit, but I don't really care to have more than 2 people in this car. I don't even like driving with 2 people in the car, to be honest with you. It's so low and stuff like that. I don't need all the extra weight and all that stuff. And I shouldn't have 4 people in a heavily cambered vehicle. It's not something you want to do. As far as the TT goes, I want to wrap this car another color. I want to get a new front fender. I heard that a local kid to me actually has a TT under a tarp that he like totaled or something like that. So I want to get in contact with him maybe so we can get a back bumper. If anyone has one, please let me know. As far as the interior of the TT goes, these seats, they're OEM. They're just like Mark IV seats. I do plan on getting a roll bar for this car. I want to get a pair of bucket seats that we can put inside the car. Maybe a set of Carl Hans because they're baller seats like in the TDI. Those are just some really nice seats. A friend of mine is going to be letting me test out a set of 18 by 11 inch wide wheels. I know super wide. I want to have at least 8 inches contact patch, so at least 3 inches of contact patch up in the air, so big tilt. That would be awesome. It's a wide set of wheels and it would look great on this car. I really want to be able to mob this car. I want to be able to drive it more than 30 miles. I've driven this TDI almost 2,000 miles in like the span of like 2 months, and the car did fine. But you always have that thing in the back of the head, what's going to happen to this car? Is going to break down, this and that. And I guess I would have that with the TT just because it's 21 years old or 19 years old. But I just want to have nice set of wheels, heavy camber, and the best part, guys, I'll leave that for a little bit actually. So I probably should have filmed it, but step 1, I had to go ahead and get this jack underneath this car. Now, it was super low. I couldn't even get the jack underneath it, and the battery's dead, so I couldn't raise it any little extra bit that I might have been able to. It's got like 120 PSI in the bag, and the low pro jack doesn't even fit underneath it. But anyway, I went ahead and I got this piece of wood right there, and that when I was pushing it from that way, I put the jack underneath the tire. I put it in neutral, and I just kept jacking the tire up itself. And it was actually going like this, and it sucked that piece of wood up. Then I fit that underneath there. Let's take this tire off and let's check out what we needed to check out. The next question comes from Ricky Yole 0. If you were going to get a hatchback, what would it be? And I would have to go ahead and say, if I'm going to be staying in the Volkswagen family, 100% Volkswagen GTI. Probably a Mark 6. Honestly, a Mark 7 is a little too expensive, and a Mark 6 is reasonably priced, and they're the 2.0. Yes, the motor might give people some issues, but at the end of the day, it's a very strong engine, and you can build some serious power. And you can, two-step it, burble it, just have some fun for the content and for the people. And everyone would definitely, I think, would definitely be interested if I was to get a hatchback or, GTI, a really nice car. We've gone ahead, we've taken this wheel off. Now let's look in there. Damn, that S4 sounds good. I mean, if you're one of my subscribers, you're coming to stalk me, stay the hell away. But anyway, sounding good though. Another great question comes from Titan_E34. What's your favorite one-piece wheel? And I'm gonna have to say my favorite because I've owned it. It was my first actual set of real wheels. I would have to say to the Alfords that come from Mercedes. I don't know exactly what car they come off of, but they're a very common wheel. You can get a set for like $500 to $800 depending on the tires and the quality of the wheel. I sold mine for $600 maybe about 3 years ago. I miss them every day. They were the first set of wheels I had on the Tilted TDI, and I ran -6 degrees of camber with those wheels in the rear, and I thought I was the coolest kid ever. And yeah, I just love them so much. So instead of Alfords, maybe I can have another set in my life at some point. But man, those are some heavy wheels, and yeah, they're just some heavy wheels. Now, as far as the control arms go, you guys can see down in there, those are completely maxed out, and that nut right there usually comes really loose. That one comes loose, and then the one right there in the back doesn't really come loose, and then that one comes loose sometimes. The usual solution to that is just for me to go ahead and Loctite it. I really want to go ahead one of these days, get a full alignment, and while I'm on the alignment rack, just say, hey, you know what? You have a welder, let's tack weld this, and I know a few shops that could do that for me. I'm a welder, I can do my own tack welding, but at the end of the day, I would need to get a proper alignment so nothing moves. And you would only want to do a tack weld because you want to have some future adjustment, and a tack weld is just going to keep that thing from moving, just so it locks in place. I'm so done with it. The Loctite really doesn't hold it into place. These arms are extended from stock about 3 inches. It's a lot, so it's a lot of stress to go under. Go ahead and check those bolts, and I'll let you guys know what it looks like. Next question coming in from Reese Butler. Real excited to answer this one. If you got another project car, what do you think it would be? Oh my God, I watch so much Jimmy Oaks. I watch so much Adam LZ. They're both from a close state to me. I live in New Jersey. They used to live in Connecticut. Jimmy's still over there. Adam lives in Florida. So I take a big inspiration because they're from the East Coast, and you know, they're just living the dream, and they have the dream built, and their content is basically centered around drifting. Now, I really think that drifting is sick. It's a really expensive hobby to do, and you need some money to do that stuff. So maybe when I build a platform, I could build a drift car. The next car that I would want to do, which would be so sick, is Adam's got a 1.5J E36. The thing is insane. It's an awesome build. It's got an awesome color. It's kind of eccentric. I've got this purple car. He's got the baby blue, I guess you can call the color. So I guess my next build that I would want to do is like a 1J or a 2J E36. I think that'd be absolutely insane. Caged, all that fun stuff. But Jimmy's got like that crazy idea in his head where Jimmy made a KAT Honda Civic. Like, it's absolutely insane. Completely done in S chassis rear end in a Honda Civic. Him and Brian Hall, like, those are two crazy people. So I guess the next build that I would want to do would be a drift car, but the funds just aren't there. Yes, I have 3 cars. Yes, I could sell a TDI. How are you gonna get the drift car around? You have to have a tow vehicle. So there's just so much stuff going on that I'm planning. But yeah, I really wanna do a drift build. That'd be sick. Let me know that in the comments, guys, if that's something you guys would wanna see me do in the future. Guys, I went ahead and I tightened down. Well, I took a wrench in there and I went to go tighten down all those nuts. They are all tight. Last time I got in there, I used the red Loctite and it absolutely tightened it up a whole lot. I did that on my own spare time. I didn't film it, and that was a while back. And it seems to have held, which is crazy because in that time we have driven about 600 to 700 miles since the last time I tightened those up. So that is absolutely insane. And I believe the last time I tightened them up, I actually thought that they came loose, but I never checked them really since. I kind of just said, oh, they're finger tight. Yeah, so they're good. But I got in there with the wrench and they didn't move at all, which is absolutely insane. So that's all good. Volkswagen guy asked me, what would be your ideal project car and why? Honestly, I don't have an ideal project car. I don't look at cars in like the ideal way. I kind of just see something and I kind of want it. But honestly, as I'm answering this question, kind of came to my head is like a VRT type setup. Like VR turbo is insane. I don't know what I would put in. I really think, as far as the last question that I answered, like a drift car and like a 1J or a 2J inside of it, what I think would be absolutely insane, which I think I saw it somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure, is putting a VR turbo inside of an S chassis or like an S14 or something like that. I'm not really all like up to part on like my whole like Japanese market car, so I guess I don't know if an S chassis is an S14 or an S13 or any of that stuff. I'm kind of just rambling on that whole stuff, trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I think like having an S14 with like a VRT in it would be absolutely mind-blowing, and people would just be like, what the heck is this? Because Volkswagen people would be like, that's insane, and then people in the Japanese world would be like, what the heck is going on here? So I think that'd be sick. Young Carmind asked me, did it cost a lot to put a TDI motor inside of my Jetta? This car came stock with the TDI motor. Same thing with the Mark 6 out there. It has the TDI in the back. These cars come diesel. Yeah, so it's a 2006 Jetta TDI with a BRM motor, and it's a stock motor. Nothing, I don't even think the motor's ever been taken out of the car. Jacob TSI asked me an absolutely huge question, and honestly, I don't know how to answer it in the perfect form. I don't think anyone can answer this in the perfect form. I can't tell the future, but he asked me, where do I see myself in the future and what are my biggest goals? And honestly, I really like that question. It's super unique and it's not so closed-minded. So what I think, honestly, my biggest goal is in life is to be happy. And that might just sound like so cliche, but in all seriousness, like, what makes you happy, you have to ask yourself at the end of the day. And like, for me, what makes me happy is like bringing people like smiles, like entertaining them, especially in such a hard time. Like, I get so many like DMs where people are like, yo dude, like today wasn't a good day, but I watched your video and it was absolutely amazing. And like that's my payment. Like, YouTube at the moment does not pay me. Like, I took a whim. I've kind of just jumped out of my shell of my 6 year, like I was a landscaper for 6 years and I became like a YouTuber, I guess you'd call it, and I'm growing so fast, which is absolutely insane. And hopefully the channel will get monetized soon, and hopefully, you know, we will be, I come out with some kind of brand of some sort at some point. But what's my payment, what's my drive right now is making people smile and giving them an entertainment platform. And like I stated, like I watch a lot of like Adam LZ, Rice from Miata, Jimmy Oaks, like all those guys. And you know, that dude in blue, like everyone's just like a big inspiration. And like at the end of the day, like they're like, I know how it feels for them to like respond to me, or like just like to watch their content, how it makes me feel good about myself and like what my day is going, and like it makes it better. So like when someone reaches out to me or watches my video and like I know it makes them smile, they tell me, that's my payment. Like it really is. I just like, and goals, like I would love to, you know, get like my own place. Like yes, like right now I'm 21 years old, I live at home, I have 3 cars, like yada yada yada, but like my goal is to like become successful on the YouTube platform, take the success from like my TikTok platform and bring it over to my YouTube, and eventually, you know, maybe move to a more warm climate. I absolutely love New Jersey. I think like everyone's goal, kind of like Adam's whole situation where like he has his house in Florida and his shop and his whole brand and all that stuff, but then he comes back to his dad's house in like Connecticut. And I just love that whole idea of being able to jump from, you know, New Jersey to Florida, or like from New Jersey to Arizona, like a warm state where I'll be able to go see people more often, get more help with cars. Like my nearest wheel hookup friend, MK_Tommy, like he's a good friend of mine, but at the end of the day, like his shop is half an hour away from me. Like just between going there and coming back, that's an hour, plus the hour of being there while he repairs my wheel, which is super fast, but that's 2 hours out of your day. And let's say I lived in like Arizona or Florida or Texas or something like that. Florida is definitely like, it's the hub. Like Ricer Miata moved to Florida because it really is the hub. Like he lives in a nice house, his shop is so close to a wheel repair, dyno setup, you know, there's just so much stuff going on. So like I just want to like, I want to be happy. I want to build a brand of some sort, something that I'm super interested in, and I want you guys to be super interested in as well. I will never get the whole idea of just forcing something on somebody. And like I get it, like you need money to survive, but at the end of the day, like if you don't believe in what you're doing, like you shouldn't be doing it. So that's why I haven't come out with anything at this point yet, but I really have been thinking of stuff to bring to you guys, and like brands to partner up with and stuff like that. So I guess my goal to finish it off, if you guys are still watching, definitely just comment down below I stayed, but I want to be happy. I want to have my own place to stay. I want to have a shop for the cars, and honestly, I want a new vehicle. Like every like couple weeks we do like a new series and stuff like that. I love the TDI content. I love the TT content. Like I watch Tavares, and like he gets a you know, a Honda 600 horsepower Honda Civic off of eBay, and from eBay Motors, does the whole build off with B is for build, and at the end Tavares is like, oh, I don't want this Honda Civic, gives it to Cletus. That's another channel I watch, Cletus McFarland YouTube channel, absolutely great channel. If you guys aren't subscribed to Cletus, like definitely subscribe. The content's insane. Garrett is a super big inspiration, and he's a really good entrepreneur, and like he has great content, and all the guys over there, Cletus is Boosted Boys, all of them. But yeah, so you know, like I just want to be able to have a car and like just give it away to subscribers. Like that'd be insane. Like that's like one of my biggest goals, is to have a car and to build it, and then at the end just be like, oh, here you guys go. Like, and like not even for the financial gain. Like it's something where like I look at the TT and I'm like, dude, this car is sick. Like it brings me so much enjoyment. Like what if I like built it and I just gave it to a subscriber or something like that? I feel like that'd be so awesome, man. Like that is like goals right there. Like I've always had the dream to just be able to just like give like stuff to people. Like just having the financial freedom at the end of the day. Like I do understand it is hard for people to like give stuff away because the financial freedom isn't there, but I like definitely see the end goal as being like financial freedom, happiness, and being able to give back to others. And just like I state all the time, like if I like message somebody like on, let's say like YouTube or like Instagram, like I've messaged the dude in blue and like instantly like he posted me on his story and he commented back, and like super nice guy, like that made me feel special. So I understand how like it makes others feel special like when I comment back to them, and like that's a great feeling. So at the end of the day, I want to be happy and I want my subscribers to be happy. So goals, I want to be happy. Since we got all that tightened up on the wheel, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that wheel back on. Nils.dh commented, favorite BMX rider question mark? And that's a super easy question for me, but I've also got a few people that I do want to shout out. Number one, Scotty Kramer. I've been watching his YouTube channel since it dropped. I couldn't tell you if that was 2014 or 2015. I may be incorrect, and maybe 2016, but I remember when Scotty had like 10,000 subscribers and I was there, and like he's at like 2 million or something like that now. It's like absolutely insane. And it's just, I love being able to see people grow. Like Big Boy is such unique. Like Big Boy's got the he's got his whole brand, Be Weird, I think it's called, and like Scotty and like Big Boy are such big inspiration. But also one of my like close friends who like works at Woodward, and he's like the whole BMX director, is Chase Pauza. Like one of my biggest, like, damn, like every time I watch Chase ride, it's like it puts a smile on my face. So I guess favorite BMX rider that I know, Chase Palza, and favorite BMX rider that I've never met and may never meet, but like it's just like I feel like a connection because of their YouTube channel, would be Scotty Kramer or Big Boy. So Scotty Kramer and then Big Boy and then Chase Palza, just because like he's BMX director at Woodward and like just a super nice kid. I just gotta ask a question. I'm super hyped about this one. I can go into more detail on it. And I got asked by Mason Carter, will merch come out soon? As far as merch goes, I kind of stated that in one of my other questions. I really want to invest myself into a brand that I believe in, and I've kind of been building something in the sidelines. If anyone is like a graphic designer, definitely please hit me up on Instagram in my DMs. I really want to start like getting ideas together. I'm not really good with the whole design idea, but I know there's people out there who will see my vision and be able to put it on paper. And yeah, I would just love to talk to somebody about like that whole idea. And then he said, what plans do you have for your future? I kind of stated that in the other one, but just to be happy and to be able to create content. Like, I feel like my biggest payment, honestly, like I kind of stated before, my biggest payment is like meeting people in public. The last time I went to a car meet, which was my first car meet of the season until we had to go into this lockdown, I met so many people who came up to me and they were like, dude, like I met this one kid, like he completely like melted, like couldn't even like talk, and like it was such a surreal moment for me because I realized like I'm making it places, and like I love that I'm making it to these places, and I love that I'm able to inspire kids, the youth, people my own age. Like my subscribers are between the ages of 18 to 40. Like I have a great age group, and it's awesome because I'm able to reach so many people. As far as will you get a shop or move anywhere else, explain your channel / business. I really want to shop. I have kind of looked around here. I didn't know how big the YouTube channel was going to get, and as soon as like this whole lockdown started happening, I shot up from like 4,000 subscribers that I worked on for like maybe a month and a half, which 4,000 subscribers in a month and a half is absolutely insane. If a lot of you guys don't know, I started my YouTube channel back in late November, but back when I started it, I made a post and I didn't touch it for like 2 weeks, and then I made another post and I didn't touch it for 2 weeks, and those videos went places. They're my most viewed videos, but at the same time, like they've been slowly climbing, so they really didn't do much traction. But as far as like, will you get a shop or move anywhere else, expand your business and your channel, I would love to like, honestly, like what I really want to do is kind of get something like Roman Atwood has, where like I have a sick house, and like honestly a house isn't a big thing to me, but having a sick workspace, a sick garage. And my buddy Cody, I'm not going to go into too much details on that, but he's moving to, I believe, North Carolina or South Carolina, and like he found this sick ranch house with like a 4-bay garage in the backyard, which looks like semi trucks were going to be working out of there. And you know, it was just like, man, he's got the dream set up. Like I need something like that, but I really need a facility to be able to house all my shipments. I do see this whole YouTube channel going extremely far with all the positive feedback and all the positive people that I have behind me daily, and you guys definitely see it, and I see it more than anything. I totally see myself growing a business, growing a platform. Tanner Fox has got the right idea, man. That kid ships out everyone's merch. I believe he ships out DDE's merch. I don't know a lot of the other YouTubers, but I do see a lot of other YouTubers merch whenever he makes his vlogs. And I guess the ideal setup would be to be able to house my cars and house my business all in the same facility. Adam kind of has something like that going on, but his facility to me is a little bit too small for what he's doing, and I plan on doing something just as big. And I really want to like make some sick cars and just give sick cars away. Like not even do like these crazy giveaways where it's like one person like gets this car like this month, like, oh, we're gonna be doing this like a couple months. Like, dude, like I want to have maybe $10,000 invested into a car, make an Instagram post, and just do a giveaway. Like that's the type of financial freedom that I would want for my YouTube channel. Like, and just have everyone rolling around in baller cars. And oh man, there's just so many plans. Once this whole quarantine ends, I'm never gonna be home. I'm gonna be filming so many people's cars. We're gonna be going and we're gonna be visiting shops. That's stuff we could be doing right now. YouTube is considered an essential workforce. I guess it's underneath that category. But I mean, for my own safety, my family's safety, I don't really want to be leaving the house and going and visiting people, and the content will be stressed. And I figured instead of daily vlogging, I really want to bring you guys content at least 3-4 days a week, which we could very easily do. I just got off the phone with a business the other day who's looking to help the channel, so we'll be having a lot of modification parts. Definitely look forward to that. I'm just so excited, guys. So as far as that question goes to Mason Carter, I hope I answered your question right. I love to ramble. This video is going to be long, but that's okay. If you guys want to watch it and you enjoy it, that's all that matters to me, creating content. And yeah, so if you made it down below and you're actually here right now, comment down below and say yes. Just say yes, nothing else, just yes, because you're a trooper. I tend to ramble, but I love being able to get that information out to you guys. And whoever comments yes will get super hearted. Yeah, because you're honestly, to me, you're a real one. And like, everyone's a real one. If you're commenting yes because you've made it this far in the video, I do appreciate you. And like, there's just some hard times for content creators, and I'm new to this, and like, this is a hard time for me. So definitely not struggling by no means, like financially, but it's for content freedom. It's really hard to like express myself. Gabe Steffens, what's your dream car? I already said that, but honestly, the Bugatti isn't a dream car. It's just like a dream build. But I guess dream car would be like, as crazy as it sounds, my mom's first car was a 1974 Volkswagen Beetle, and I believe it was yellow. My dream car would be to get that car from my mom, or a car like that for my mom, and like give it to her and like have her drive it. My mom, she comes from a Volkswagen family. Her dad and her mom were both Volkswagen dealer managers, so she comes from a heavy Volkswagen family. Yeah, so my mom grew up driving stick. My mom's had GTIs and Rabbits and Audi Quattros and lots of cool cars. And you know, right now we've got the BMW X1, the Audi A4, and we just have so many, you know, European cars. So I mean, my dream car would be my mom's original car. I don't think that's her dream car, but I think it'd be so sick for me to just be able to get a 1974 Beetle, get it all back to OEM, and just give it to her. That'd be so sick. And I know it'd hold a special spot in her heart just because of the memories she's been through with that car. So yeah, the plan that I have for the Audi TT, something I really want to do. I don't know if I'm able to get this car inspected, so I'm going to spec this out anyway. We're going to go ahead one of these days and we're going to take off a bunch of the stuff underneath there. We're going to see for room, how much room we're going to have. I don't want to cut out the firewall or anything like that, but what we are going to be doing to this Audi TT, since it has two-step, since it has anti-lag, and it's going to be a fast car, and we have big plans for it, I'm going to be doing a 5-inch titanium hood exit. Yes, you heard that right, a 5-inch titanium hood exit. I'm so excited for it. Man, I'm so excited. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are excited. All you have to say is I'm excited, and I'm gonna know that you guys stayed for this part and you're hyped for this hood exit. I'm definitely gonna be doing a hood exit on this car. So if anyone has a spare hood that I can use for this hood is super clean. I really don't want to use this hood. So if anyone has a spare TT hood or can source me one, I definitely am not gonna cut into this hood. So until I find a new hood, I'm not gonna be cutting holes in this hood, but that's definitely gonna be happening. So guys, on that note, I'm gonna be wrapping up today's video. It really meant a lot to me to be able to share with you guys my ideas for the future. I know they might be a little bit scrambled, but I'm a scrambled type of person. I don't really set big plans. Honestly, I don't really plan for stuff. I have ideas, but I don't really plan and write them down and all that stuff. So I hope that you guys at least got the gist of what I got going on and what I'm interested in, and also you got to know me a little better and my plans for my YouTube channel. I just plan on reaching as many people as I can, creating content for them, making them smile, and just having them follow my journey with all my vehicles. So guys, on that note, remember, don't anyone put you down. Honestly, there's just too many negative people out there, especially people are getting honestly depressed in these low times. People are going to be commenting on your Instagram posts and all this other stuff. Oh, that's dumb. Oh, that's this. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Just know that they are going through something that's worse than what you're going through, or is equal. It's equivalent. Just don't let it get to you. It doesn't mean anything. People's words, opinions, if they're negative, they don't mean anything. Only the positive ones do mean something. So guys, on that note, I'll be wrapping up today's video here. Love your build, love your project, and keep your goals in mind. Keep your goals in mind and set your goals. So I'm really excited I got to bring you guys this video. If you stayed, you were a trooper, and you mean so much to me, guys. This is probably gonna be like a 30-minute video, but on that note, I'm out. I'm excited to bring you guys content. We got parts coming in the mail, and this 20K giveaway, make sure you don't miss out on it. I'm so excited. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the post notification bell, follow my Instagram at tilted_TDI, guys, and smile. I'll catch you in the next one, guys.